Hey Matt, it's Carla. Thank you again so much for your patience. My apologies for the delay. I wanted to put together a couple different options, and I thought it might be helpful for you to hear me walk through a couple. Basically, I've explored some different choices. There's really going to be a couple ways we can approach this. If you want to stay finite towards dates, then we're definitely going to be a little bit more beholden to what airfare is going to be. And that's just been honestly tough across the board. I keep hoping as we got a little closer, maybe they take that little dip and then come back up, but nothing so far. Um, when we're looking at choices, I really find that there's two different brands that I go back to when someone's looking for a special occasion, when you're looking for just a special trip, something that's nice, things that are going to be family friendly, so you're going to have plenty to do, really comes down to Beaches, which is actually like the Sandals brand, but the Beaches is the family friendly one. And then also Grand Velas. And Grand Velas is, there's a couple locations. I'm going to actually include quotes for you. One that's going to be the Cancun Riviera Maya side, and one that's going to be over Puerto Vallarta Riviera Nayarit side. Again, they are exceptional, whether Beaches or Grand Velas. Like, you can absolutely depend. They are quality. They are going to be fantastic service. They're going to have good food. It's very, very good experiences. It's not ever a place that I've ever sent clients or have colleagues who've sent clients that have come back and have not just loved the vacation. So that's really kind of the context I wanted to give. I've looked at a few others, but either I just feel like they aren't kind of living up to a special occasion type of trip, or they really have just not offered, I feel like, anything that's been too comparable to what I'm seeing with Beaches and Grand Velas. I am going to include one other that's a Zoetry, is what it's called. I wouldn't say personally it's going to be as good as Beaches or Grand Velas. I think it's a fantastic resort. I don't want to undersell that at all, and it's a great brand. I just feel like it's going to be a little bit less fun just looking at it as a family activity rather than if it was like just you and Karen going. So that being said, it is still a family resort and it is still a great resort. It's just I would put it a step down from Grand Velas or Beaches. So what you're looking at now actually is Beaches, Turks, and Caicos. It is the pinnacle one. It's kind of, if somebody says, hey, I want to go, this is usually the first place that I would send them if they're like, give me something that my whole family is going to love, because it really is awesome and it includes pretty much anything and everything. So what I wanted to point out here is they have different villages. So I'm going to send you a quote for a couple different spots. Here's Key West, Italian, Seaside, Caribbean, and then French. What I'm sending you is going to be Italian. The reason why for that is this is like your big central pool. It's right in the middle of everything. You can see there is actually a water park that's straight behind. Coming forward, you've got the beach. It's going to have different restaurants, different sides. I mean, this is kind of the central hub. If you want to be in the middle of things to be able to enjoy all kinds of different activities, like this is the place you want to stay. And then the other options I'm going to send is actually going to be the Seaside Village area. This actually has been renovated most recently, so its rooms are just fresher, a little newer. They actually tend to run a touch larger than some of the others. It's also great access right here to the beach, and you can see it's not like it's that far. If you want to come over to the central area or go over to the water park, it has its own pools, and again, great area. So I tend to think Italian Village is the quote unquote best area there, but Seaside Village is fantastic. I stay generally away from French Village. If you're interested specifically in that, I'm happy to include it. It is really close to the water park, which is great, but I feel like otherwise it's just a bit more of a haul everywhere else. I hold off a little bit here with Key West. Again, fantastic spot. Close access to the beach, right here to walk over to the Italian Village, but it just tends to be quiet. Like that is a little bit more of if I have grandparents that are going, sometimes they enjoy being over here. So if you're like, hey, let's get out and go somewhere quieter, happy to include it, but otherwise I'd keep you more on this side. Okay, if you have questions, please let me know, but I just wanted you to sort of see the difference and where I was talking about when I sent the Italian and I sent the Seaside. Okay, thanks.